Well, hello, I'm the Rifter, and welcome to another tutorial. This seems pretty straightforward, and most of you probably think this is stupid, but this is more geared towards people who are younger and have never been taught how to balance a checkbook. You may have gotten something with your bank account, and it's a stupid little thing that kind of looks like this. It's just got a bunch of lines where you put in how much money you've spent, how much money you have. Now, a lot of people don't do this, and it blows my mind because it really can keep you out of financial trouble. Not all financial trouble, but at least financial trouble from the perspective that what you have coming in needs to be greater than what you have going out. Now, I don't know if I'll put this up for download anywhere. Put in the comments down below if you want a copy of it, and I might just email it to you. But anyway, I was not taught this in high school or even junior high. Well, let me back up a little bit. I was taught this one day, and that I honestly think that was simply because it's not part of the curriculum, and I don't know if it still isn't part of the curriculum, which I know that's a double negative, but I don't know if it's part of the curriculum at all now. I mean, from what my wife shows me, the stuff they're teaching kids in school really doesn't prepare them for the future. And I mean, you do need to know all that stuff they're teaching you. A lot of it you're never going to use, but some of this math, the simple math, is going to help you tremendously. I was graciously taught by, I believe it was my 8th grade math teacher. I think her name was Miss Loden, but she was gracious enough to teach us how to balance a checkbook. And I don't know if I took it seriously at the time, but I still absorbed how to do it. And I know some of you are like, oh, this is stupid, I'm not going to listen to this. Well, if you're not balancing your checkbook, you don't know how much money you have. So when I was a teenager, I had a part-time job after school. And I don't remember how much minimum wage was back then, but I'm going to use how much it is now, and it's $7.26 per hour. And then I think I worked 20 hours per week. Okay, so $290 is what I would usually make, ish, because I don't remember how much I was getting paid back then. And then I'll multiply that by 0.78 because that's probably what Uncle Sam is going to take from you. Right around there. It's usually around 22% if you don't have any dependents. Your first deposit, $226.20, and we'll call that paycheck. Now the one I use doesn't look exactly like this because I've got a whole bunch of bills down here. So I know this says pay by, which I guess I should just call this date. But mine actually says pay by, and that's what I use. So we'll change that to date just to make it easier. So back when I was a teenager, I paid for cable internet because I wanted faster internet speed. I had car insurance, and then I'm gonna add a few things that I didn't have, but some people may have now. I honestly think that was it. But cable internet back then, I mean, it was expensive, and this was like 20 years ago. But I want to say cable internet was $44 back then. My car insurance was ridiculous. I drove a Ford Probe GT, and we'll just call Amazon Music $16.50. So I don't remember what date cable was paid on. So we're going to call this 1/1 when I'm filling this out, January 1st. So cable internet we'll say is due on the 13th. Car insurance due on the 22nd. Amazon Music is the 17th. So, or say you get paid on the 1st, and I know I should have a date for this, and I guess I could put one in. So date So that might make it a little bit easier to understand, which I know that doesn't need to be green, but whatever, I'm leaving it like that. So that's your paycheck. You get paid on 1/1. Okay, so let's say you go ahead and pay your cable and you haven't paid your car insurance yet. And this is how I use this, and I know it may seem confusing right now, but let's see. First, so you get paid on the 1st. Usually it's every 2 weeks, so the next thing you're going to get paid on the 15th. So from the 1st to the 15th, you only have cable internet coming out. So you have $226. You get $165.70 remaining. On the 15th, you get paid again. You know? And here's what I do. Since these are reoccurring fees, you put those at the top and leave a space between it. And we're just going to say gas. I'm going to do something realistic, $60, because why not? This little gap right here lets you keep track of, okay, that's the 17th every month. That's the 22nd every month. That's the 13th every month. Those are the dates that they're coming out. And then you can update them if they change. So gas, that came out on the 12th, which you can put this as an actual date, but I'm not going to do that right now. Went to a restaurant, that was $30 now, I think. And then I put paid out next to it because I know it's been paid. But I went ahead and paid these bills. I have not paid my car insurance yet because, you know, it's the 1st. It's between the 1st and the 15th. So now, let's say 1/15, you get another $226.20. And then let's say it's your birthday and you get big old $20 from your grandparents on 1/17. And then you get $50 for doing chores or whatever on the 18th. So now you got, after these bills, you have $371 left. $371.90 left. So now your car insurance rolls around. Paid that. So now you have $185.30 left over for the rest of the month. And let's see, you went out on the 22nd. All right, so this is the simplest way to keep track of your finances, and honestly, a lot of people don't do it, and you can get into a lot of trouble with your bank account if you don't. And I know it seems stupid, and I'm just an old guy trying to impart knowledge onto impressionable minds, but that's what I really want to do. I would like to help all of you, and even some adults that don't know how to do this. I mean, this even does the math for you. I mean, before you'd have had to, okay, I got to add that and get a calculator out or whatever you're going to do. No, you don't even have to do that. Most phones, you can put this as a shortcut on your homepage and just open it up. Oh, hey, I went and I did this tonight and that tonight. And honestly, you can just keep the receipt, put it in there, toss the receipt, or better yet, scan it with one of those apps that gives you money for scanning receipts. But this is just a simple way to keep track of, you know, what you're doing with your finances. And it keeps you out of monetary trouble or financial trouble in the realm of your bank account. And then, if something happens to your car and you need $200, hey, well, I got a $200 repair. Okay, so I need another $14.70. So go to your parents, rob a bank. Don't rob a bank. But it just lets you know that you need more money. I mean, you need to do some more chores. Get another $50. $50. You got $35.30 now. I hope this isn't too confusing and it helps you. I don't know if I'll put this for download anywhere. And then, yes, you definitely want to put that you updated it on the 22nd because that lets you keep track of the last time you visited this form. But again, I think this is very important and they just don't teach it. And this is this is very similar to how I use this. Now the way I use this is completely different. I look at my bank account, okay, I've got $250 in there. Well, I don't ever go into the negative, so I got $350 in there. And the one reason I don't go into the negative is because of this form. But I have $350. Okay, I got $12.90, so I know that I'm getting paid again in a couple days. So I'm not going to spend anything. So then we'll just say I get paid $500. So on payday, I'm going to check my bank account balance, and now I had $12.90 in there, so now I got $512.90. And this pretty much stays blank for me all through here, and I look at my bank account and add it up. Now, whenever something comes out for me, and whenever something comes out of my account, I'll check this, and like, let's say my car insurance came out. It says $512.90, and my car insurance has already come out of that, and I have nothing else coming out. So I'll have $326.30, and then when so that came out of the $520, I just delete that. I got $326.30, but I still have a record that this has been paid. And again, this is how I use it. It's a little bit more confusing the way I do it, but I've just been doing it for so long that it makes sense. But the first way I showed you is probably the better way and less confusing way. But honestly, take care of your finances. A bad credit score can really hurt you later in life, especially when you want to buy a house and it takes a while to claw yourself out of that pit. But hey, thank you for watching. Especially if this tutorial helped you, leave a like, share the video, remember to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember to comment if you want a copy of this. It's pretty easy to make, and if you don't have skills in Excel or LibreOffice, Calculator, or Google Sheets, whatever they call theirs, Calculator, I don't know. You should probably look into getting some form of skill in that, because a lot of jobs are going to there. Or a lot of jobs are going to that medium. But anyway, I'm the Rifter. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.